Consulting, Joey Brown Plumbing, Mac Tools, Flynn's Camping Grounds, El Patio, 318 Performance Racing Products, The Pit Stop, Total Fiber, and Doggy Days, all proud sponsors of the Super Bee Speedway in 2025. As we're getting ready for the Mac Tools Street Stock Division, packing in the top of the racing surface, or the middle of the racing surface, just a little bit more. Hoping to see more and more drivers pushing the track further out, as LLB Farms and Levi Beard has done a lot of work here in the off-season to improve the Super Bee Speedway. This will be the final tune-up for the USRA factory stocks before the $10,000 to win factory stock showdown here at the Super Bee Speedway 2 weekends from tonight. Andy Stewart will be on the call for that one here at the Super Bee Speedway. My name's Colin Bell. Thank you for joining us here tonight. If you're watching on RaceON.com, feel free to send me a message on Facebook and let us know where you're watching tonight's racing action from. If we have time, we will get you a shout-out on tonight's RaceON.com broadcast. You got to message me to my page personally, not the RaceON page. I do not get those messages. Colin Bell. You can find me on Facebook. And we are thrilled to be here at the Super Bee Speedway, a weekend that not many people thought anyone would be able to race. Good to see the Heart of Texas Speedway also getting some action in tonight in Waco, Texas. So 2 options for your RaceON viewers tonight, Heart of Texas Speedway and here at Super Bee, the only USRA track racing in the country here tonight. USRA points on the line for factory stocks and limited modifieds here at Super Bee and nowhere else in the country here tonight. So heat race number 1 of the Mac Tools Street Stocks looks like this. On the pole, it's Matthew Crane in the number 5M from West Monroe, Louisiana. He's in the Doggy Days Crawford Tree Care. Joey Brown Plumbing Apex Investments, number 5M. To his outside, it's Bobby Chandler from Dry Prong, Louisiana, the 24C. The Racing for Chad, R&R Tops. ASC Environmental, Ape Engines. Redline Fitness. Ken Johnson Plumbing, number 24C. That's Bobby Chandler. Inside of the second row from Sicily Island, Louisiana, it's the 327 of Caden Price. Caden Price in the number 327. He's in the Touch of Class Motorsports. RPM Graphics, number 327. To his outside, it's Christian Guffey from Bentley, Louisiana. Guffey in the Marlar Ford, Slaughter Soil and Stone, J&M Sandblasting. Details to go, number 18G for Christian Guffey. Patrick Crawford going to start 5th from Calhoun, Louisiana. He's in the Apex Investments. Joey Brown Plumbing, Crawford Tree Care, Doggy Days, number 8B, B8 that is, from Calhoun, Louisiana. That's Patrick Crawford. And your final starter is from Pollock, Louisiana. It's the number 90 of Stephen Ray. He's in the Sticks Automotive, Progressive Construction, Bumper to Bumper, Fishville Flyer Consulting, number 90 for Stephen Ray. So once again, if you're watching on RaceON.com, feel free to send me a message, and I'll try to get you a shout. This is a wonderful opportunity for it. And Claude Franks is the first one I'm going to see. He's watching from Carthage, Texas. Thank you, Mr. Claude. He was out here with his Pro Mod on opening night here at the Super Bee Speedway. J.D. Wiley is watching from Watts, Oklahoma. Thank you, sir. So already got 2 states represented. Oakdale, Louisiana's Cortland Elizabeth is watching on RaceON as well. Don O'Neill from Livingston, Texas. No doubt cheering on Mark Cup Jr., and some of the other Louisiana drivers that you can see down at the 105 Motor Speedway from time to time. So Mark Cup Jr. racing in the factory stocks here tonight. Yeah, I believe it's his first night in the factory stocks. Been racing hobby stocks at the 105 Motor Speedway. He's from Channelview, Texas. 15 years old, the number 4C. His first trip ever to Super Bee here tonight. And he is excited about the factory stocks. Going to be competing for $30,000 to win at the Boot Hill Speedway here in about a month. Mr. Charles Wooten is producing. Cody Wooten with RaceON.com, the producer on the RaceON app and website here tonight. Brandy Enzinger is watching from Natchitoches, Louisiana. Thank you, Miss Brandy. April Davis and Holden are watching from South Bossier, cheering on Uncle John. Little John Tuggle was one of the quickest drivers in the hot lap sessions for the factory stocks earlier tonight. Little John Tuggle, his new Gator race car. Going to be one to watch here tonight. Don't believe I've seen him over here at Chatham in at least 4 or 5 years for the 175. Julianne Whitney is watching from Vivian, Louisiana, shouting out Willie B. and Dakota in the Pro Mods. That's Dakota Tutt and William Brooks. Would have thought that Julie would be racing at Waco at the Heart of Texas Speedway with the Touring Outlaw Modified Series, but I think weather may have impacted her decision. Julianne Whitney was a winner in the Pro Mod division here last year. So once again, just doing a little bit of track work right now, getting the top side of the speedway ready for these Mac Tools Street Stocks. 90 cars in attendance here tonight at the Super Bee Speedway with the highest car count of factory stocks, 22. USRA factory stocks presented by LLB Farms and Levi Beard are highlighting tonight's event as we're getting ready for Mac Tools Street Stock Heat Race number 1. Jeffrey Cruz is watching from St. Francis in Monroe. Thank you, Mr. Cruz, for watching on RaceON.com as well. So once again, my name's Colin Bell. You can hear me here at the Super Bee Speedway, at the Arclatech Speedway, and at the Revolution Park known as the Rev, and anywhere that you can find the Southern States Modifieds presented by Schultz Fueling Technologies, and occasionally elsewhere. Made a trip to the Highway 19 Speedway last weekend. Very blessed with multiple opportunities as the first heat race of the night is going to hit the racetrack. Darren Magoo watching from Minden, Louisiana, as we're going green for heat race number 1 of the Mac Tools Street Stocks. Matthew Crane and Bobby Chandler get us underway, and that is not going to work. That's going to be a no-go on the initial start. Matthew Crane not exactly sticking to the inside of the front row for the restart, and ironically his company will get a shout out here. The Doggy Days caution going to come out before we can get the green flag out tonight. So if you're watching on Facebook, we welcome you here for a live look-in from the Super Bee Speedway. And not a great start there. And the Doggy Days caution going to come back out. The 5M of Matthew Crane having some handling issues coming out of turn number 4. So if you're watching on the Facebook, live look-in from RaceON.com, courtesy of Day Motorsports, we thank you for joining the action here at the Super Bee Speedway from Chatham, Louisiana, one of the most legendary racetracks and eldest racetracks in the state of Louisiana, racing under the USRA banner and the Crate Racing USA banner in 2025. My name is Colin Bell, thrilled to be bringing a portion of the racing action to you here in 2025, splitting duties with Andy Stewart. He will be here for some of the major events, including the $10,000 to win Factory Stock Showdown 2 weekends from today. I will have obligations at the Arclatech Speedway with the American Racer Modified Series and Donnie's Birthday Bash. Mr. Andy Stewart will have y'all taken care of here at the Super Bee Speedway. Professional rodeo announcer going to take care of the $10,000 to win race here at the Super Bee Speedway. Dawson McCormick is watching from the McCormick headquarters. Thank you for watching tonight. As we're also live on YouTube.com. Once again, my name's Colin Bell. You can send me a message and let me know where you're watching from. Mr. Greg Garrett, watching up in Arkansas, has a brand new B-Mod. Thought about bringing it, said the weather got him a little bit skittish about it. We're hoping to see the number 40 back out here soon. Was one of the strongest modified competitors that we had in this area a few years back. Excited to see him back in the B-Mod division this year. Tessa Doyle is watching from Beauregard Memorial Hospital. Congratulations on your 4th grandson that was born yesterday, as we will lose the 5M of Crane. And we're going to go green with Caden Price and Bobby Chandler on the front row. Into turns 1 and 2 we go. The 327 and the 24C go side by side. Bobby Chandler going to get the edge. Coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. The number 24C and Bobby Chandler going to get your early race lead. This race was initially scheduled to be a $3,000 to win street stock special. Unfortunately, weather did affect that. We're looking at options of rescheduling, but Bobby Chandler would have been a major factor in it. Either way, he's going to be a major factor here tonight. The 24C gets the early race advantage ahead of the 327 of Caden Price. The 18G is Christian Guffey, Patrick Crawford in the B8, and Stephen Ray in the number 90. Down the back straightaway we go, single file for your top 5 cars. The 5 cars on the speedway here for Mac Tools Street Stock Heat Race number 1. That's the number 24C. Bobby Chandler has a 7.782 lead over the number 327 of Caden Price. Bobby Chandler in the Racing for Chad. R&R Tops ASC Environmental. Ape Engines number 25C going to extend his race lead up to 1.278 over the Sicily Island, Louisiana driver, the 327 of Caden Price. Patrick Crawford trying to work up some momentum and come after the 18G of Christian Guffey for the third position. That's the best battle on the racetrack. Not able to get the B8 to rotate out of turn number 4, and he's not going to be able to take away that spot. As we have 5 laps down and 3 to go, the 24 of Bobby Chandler further and further getting away from the 327 of Caden Price. 2 laps to go this time by for the 24C of Bobby Chandler. He hits a 17.713 that time by every other race car on the track in the 18-second bracket, except for the number 90 at the tail of Stephen Ray, who just hit his quickest lap of the race. So Ray just found his footing, but it might be too late here in this one. Bobby Chandler out by 2.737 over the 327 of Caden Price, who's going to push and open up the door. A battle for 2, 3, and 4 down the back straightaway. Bobby Chandler's going to win it. A massive slider from Guffey across the nose of the 327 of Price at the line. Christian Guffey gets second. Caden Price in second. Caden Price gets third. Fourth will go to Patrick Crawford, and Stephen Ray going to finish fifth. That was Mac Toole's Street Stock Heat Race number 1. So the Crate Racing USA Street Stock rules applied here at the Super Bee Speedway and the Rev, as well as Baton Rouge Raceway, carrying the Crate Racing USA rules here in the state of Louisiana, as we'll roll into heat race number 2. On the pole from Oakdale, Louisiana, it's the Allen Parish Mosquito Control, Richard's Tire, Bro-and-Law Pit Stop, number 20 for Rusty Fish. To his outside, it's Nathan Wiley from Calhoun. Wiley in the 14W, the Jack McFarland's 41 Shocks, Bulletproof Tees, Bobby's Body Shop, number 14W, that's Nathan Wiley. Inside of the second row, opening night winner at the Rev, the number 37 of Mickey Steele. From Ball, Louisiana, the ECS Smoke School, Bennett Heating and Air, Traction Technologies, Track Star by Bennett Motorsports, number 37 for Mickey Steele. Tiffany Rollins in the Rollins Racing, Flying Zero Motorsports, the Next Level Designs, T18 from Ville Platte, she'll start 4th. 5th place will be Chucky Robertson from Jonesboro, Louisiana, the Yamika Washington attorney. Paradise Funeral Homes Hitman Designs, number 40R. To his outside, it's going to be Wayne Anderson from Jonesboro. In the number 8 machine, he's in the Top Shelf Shooting Facilities, 5A Pump and Hose Testing, P. Daddy's Garage, number 8. We will go green, and now we will not. The Doggy Days caution going to come out, as not everybody was ready. Rollins rolling onto the speedway just a tick late here. And the number T18, also missing the initial pulse hitter of Rusty Fish in the number 20. So this feels like a good time to let the USRA Limited Modifieds know you are next. LJ's Refrigeration, USRA Limited Modifieds, you need to be in staging. LLB Farms, USRA Factory Stocks, you should be getting ready. So having so many people messaging that they are watching, hard to get them all in. Got my wonderful wife next to me supporting me here at the Super Bee Speedway. And for the first time ever, got my doggo here at the Super Bee Speedway. My wife actually created a Facebook page for Coda the Dirt Track Dog earlier today. So go support my doggo on the Facebook. So we are getting ready to go Mac to green here in heat race number 2 for the Mac Tools Street Stock Division. And a good start from the number 37 of Mickey Steele. The Jason Bennett Motorsports, number 37, the winner at the Rev on opening night with less than ideal track conditions. He also picked up the opening night win here at the Super Bee Speedway. Was able to put a move on the number 25 of Parker Cloud to take away that victory. Looks like he may have already sealed up heat race number 2, as he is absolutely gone. Tiffany Rollins with problems and the number T18. But the 37 of Mickey Steele is already out to a 2.6 second lead that first time by the stripe. And I've got an idea it's going to increase this time by, and it's up to 3.7 seconds. Tiffany Rollins going to call it quits in the T18. So we'll remain with Steele, Wiley, Robertson, and the number 8 of Anderson on the speedway. So Mickey Steele still leading over the number 14W, Nathan Wiley, the 8 is now in the third position. That's Wayne Anderson. And fourth is the Minion Mobile of the 40R of Chucky Robertson. Mickey Steele way ahead. It's 17-1-1-1 the last time by. He's up by 6.2 seconds over the number 14W of Nathan Wiley. Got to give a shout to my boy Jackson Sturdivant watching from the house tonight. Jacob Martin says I'm his favorite announcer. Jacob, you're my favorite 105 limited modified guy and my favorite B-Man bandit. As Mickey Steele continuing to absolutely whoop the field here. Wiley gets loose in turn number 2. That's going to give him an even bigger lead, the 37 of Steele, but it's actually not, because that's going to result in the Doggy Days caution flag. Actually, Wiley's going to put it in reverse, Terry. And now the Doggy Days caution flag does come out for the number 14W of Nathan. With 6 laps complete, the 37 of Mickey Steele had a 10-second lead. The 14W of Wiley going to be dismissed from this one for the unassisted caution. So that will be the first occurrence of the El Patio black flag here tonight. So we got Jacob Martin watching from Conroe, Texas. The Rolls crew is watching from home. That appears to be Crowville, Louisiana. And we are back to green here in heat race number 2 for the Mac Tool Street Stocks. Mickey Steele, Wayne Anderson, and Chucky Robertson. Robertson, the current points leader over at the Rev for the Crate Racing USA Street Stocks. Kimberly Barron going to wish good luck to all the Richards Tire sponsored cars. There are indeed a lot of them here as the white flag is in the air for the 37 of Mickey Steele. He's been absolutely dominant so far this season, undefeated in the number 37 track star by Bennett Motorsports. Number 37, Mickey Steele going to win heat race number 2. Wayne Anderson finishes second in the 8th. Third will be the 40R of Chucky Robertson. So that'll do it for your Mac Tool Street Stock Division. Bobby Chandler wins heat race number 1. Mickey Steele wins heat race number 2. Going to be a good feature tonight for the Street Stocks presented by Mac Tools. Gotta give a shout to Jarrett Strickland watching from Minden, Louisiana. Lane Riley is watching from Hallsville, Texas. Troy Bales from Braggley, Louisiana. As we get ready for limited modified action. LJ's Refrigeration USRA Limited Modifieds heat race number 1 on the pole. It's your USRA national points leader of Ethan Bales from Elizabeth. Chris Freeland starts second. He's from Bastrop in the 91. Cody Womack from Jonesboro, the 19. Charles Nugent from Dry Prong in the 321. Trevor Strother in the 39 from Oakdale, and Derek Lofton in the number 25 from Pollock, Louisiana. We are green for heat race number 1 of the LJ's Refrigeration USRA Limited Modifieds. And out front with the race lead, it's the Day Motorsports RaceOn.com Driver of the Week. It's Ethan Bales from Elizabeth, Louisiana. The El Fontenot's Trucking. Tracy Denby IRP Race Cars, number E8, going to take your early race advantage. Second spot now belongs to the Freeland Land Services CCR Converters. Number 91 IRP Race Car of Chris Freeland. Side by side for the third position we go. Move Trevor Strother up into the third position. The Turbo Threads. Strother Motorsports IRP Race Car RKT Signs number 39. Your fourth spot belongs to the Fishville Flyer. Lofton Cattle Company Reliable Electric IRP Race Car for Derek Lofton. Your fifth position belongs to Charles Nugent right now. He's in the 321, gets sideways off of turn 4, able to corral it and will stay green. Charles Nugent driving in the Reliable Electric Elliott Electric Trammell Body Shop Pace Automotive number 321. And your final car on the Speedway in the running order sits 6th right now. It's Cody Womack. Cody Womack in the number 19W. He is from Jonesboro, Louisiana. The Poor Boy Hot Rod, Super Bee Speedway, Jake's Plumbing, Tyler Hogan Electric, number 19W. Hitman Designs wrapped, number 19W. We're going to continue the domination of the E8 of Ethan Bales. Has 4 wins and 8 starts, a 50% win rate so far, and again has a over 300-point lead as the USRA national points leader right now, and he's in thorough control of heat race number 1. Bales in the Racing for Tanner, Fontenot's Diesel, Empire Dirtworks, Bulletproof Tees, Bulletproof Racewear, IRP race car number E8. Trevor Strother looking strong tonight in his debut for the 2025 racing season, applying pressure to the 91 of Freeland as the white flag waves for Bales. But Strother might not be done yet. He started 5th, trying to take 2nd here on the final lap from one of the locals. The 91 of Chris Freeland. Going to be a good battle down the back straightaway. Ethan Bales will win heat race number 1 with no problems. Strother tries to diamond it, does not get it straightened out, and Freeland's going to take the 2nd spot. Strother will finish 3rd. 4th will go to the 25 of Lofton. Nugent finishing 5th, and Womack will be 6th.